Thank you for the medicine you prescribed me, doctor. I'm feeling better already.
I'm glad to hear that. It's very important to know how our body works and how our cells communicate with each other, so we could give you the right medicine.
Oh, I never thought about how our cells communicated. I just took for granted that the medicine would fix everything.
How about I explain to you what I mean by cell communication? A good example is how the hormone insulin works in our body. Insulin is the stuff that makes our body take up glucose from the blood.
Glucose?
Glucose in the blood is also called blood sugar. We'll model this process in an easy way for you to understand.
Okay.
For the first model, let's imagine a simple communication between you and your mom. Your mom sends a text message to your phone. Her phone is like a signaler cell that sends a message through radio wave signals. These signals are recognized by your phone, the receptor cell. Similarly, in our bodies, the pancreas tries to communicate with the liver. The pancreas beta cells are the signalers that send a message through insulin by secreting it into the bloodstream. These signals make their way through the body and are recognized by liver cells. Insulin receptors on the surface of these cells receive the insulin signal. Back to the first model. When your phone, the receptor, recognizes the incoming radio wave signals, it transforms the signal into a message that you could understand. The signal is transformed into a text message. Go get eggs and milk from Kroger. This is like a signal transduction pathway. In a liver cell, transduction happens when the insulin receptors recognize the insulin signal. The activated receptor interacts with other intracellular receptors, instigating an enzyme activation cascade. This cascade translates the signal into the production of a glucose transporter, or GLUT4, which goes to the surface of the cell. When you see the translated text message on your phone, your response is to drive to Kroger to buy eggs and milk to store in your fridge. Just like that, when the insulin message is fully translated in the form of GLUT4, the response is that GLUT4 begins storing blood glucose into the cell. This lowers blood sugar levels. But what happens if you continuously get messages on your phone from a particularly annoying friend? Your friend decides to text you every 30 seconds, annoying you until you stop responding his messages. Similarly, if blood glucose builds up and remains high, insulin continues to signal the liver to store glucose. But GLUT4 stops responding to the constant presence of the insulin signal. This leaves the leftover glucose waiting in the blood and raises blood sugar levels. This is an example of receptor adaptation and is also a factor of type 2 diabetes. In most signaling processes, the way to terminate a response is to remove the signal. If you don't get a text message, then you don't have anything to respond to. like if your mom was on an airplane and was unable to text you. When the pancreas stops secreting insulin, the liver stops making GLUT4s, and glucose storage stops. In type 1 diabetes, the pancreas cannot produce insulin at all. That means there are no GLUT4s to store extra glucose, raising the blood sugar. To resolve this problem of type 1 diabetes, synthetic insulin must be inserted into the body to artificially signal the liver. Now, let's review the basic signaling process of cells. 1. Signal detection and recognition by a specific receptor. 2. Signal transduction pathway. 3. Response. 4. Receptor adaptation. And 5. Termination of signal.